Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. National Education Policy 2020 to complete 3 years of implementation. Government plans to include 3 to 8-year-old children in formal education system, says Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon global private players to invest in India's semiconductor industry. Lok Sabha passes 3 bills including Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Amendment Bill. Asian Development Bank to provide $200 million loan for expanding urban services in Rajasthan. Met Department forecasts increase in rainfall activity over East India including Bihar, Jharkhand, Gangetic West Bengal and Odisha for next 3 days. And in Japan Open Badminton, Lakshya Sen to clash with Indonesia's Jonathan Christie in men's singles semi-finals tomorrow. National Education Policy NEP 2020 is completing 3 years of its successful implementation across all the educational institutions in the country tomorrow. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan said the government plans to include young children from age 3 to 8 years in the formal education system. In an exclusive interview to Akashvani News, the Education Minister said after the NEP, the recommendations were made and the new teaching and learning material has been prepared.
पढ़ाई की फ्रेमवर्क बन गई है। इसको तो जादुई पिटारा इसीलिए कहा गया है। ये आंगनबाड़ी में भी होगी, स्कूल्स में भी होगी, जो प्ले स्कूल्स चल रहा है उसके अंदर भी होगी, सीबीएसई उसकी अगुवाई कर रहा है। दूसरा सबसे बड़ा उपलब्धि में एनईपी का मानता हूं, भारतीय भाषा के अंदर पढ़ाने की माहौल बनाना। आज तो स्कूल शिक्षा से लेके इंजीनियरिंग और मेडिकल कॉलेज की शिक्षा तक भारतीय भाषा के आधार पे किताबें बनना, उसकी अंदर पढ़ाने की व्यवस्था बनना शुरू हो गई है। तीसरी एक प्रमुख उपलब्धि है नेशनल रिसर्च फाउंडेशन की कानून ले आना। इसी मानसून सेशन में एनआरएफ जैसे एक प्रोग्रेसिव और फ्यूचरिस्टिक पॉलिसी भारत सरकार बनाने का काम पूरा कर देगी।
On the eve of the anniversary of NEP, Akashvani News will broadcast an exclusive interview in our program Spotlights tonight at 9:15 on 100.1 FM Gold channel and additional frequencies. With transformative changes happening in the education sector, Governor of Jharkhand, C.P. Radhakrishnan, shared his views on the impact of NEP 2020 in higher educational institutions situated in Jharkhand.
In this national education policy, the theory is also getting importance as well as the practice. So, vocational practice trainings is also being designed up. So, this is going to make a workforce which is very close to the industrial needs.
Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has praised the National Education Policy 2020 for connecting sports and physical activities to education. In a video message, Mr. Thakur said education and sports ministries are working together to integrate sports and education into the life of every student. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagam tomorrow at Bharat Mandapam Pragati Maidan in Delhi. It coincides with the 3rd anniversary of National Education Policy NEP 2020. Guided by the vision of the Prime Minister, NEP 2020 was launched with a view to groom the youth and prepare them for leading the country in Amrit Kal. It aims to prepare them for meeting the challenges of the future while keeping them grounded in basic human values. During the 3 years of its implementation, the policy has brought radical transformation in the realms of school, higher and skill education. The 2-day program will provide a platform for academics, policymakers, industry representatives, teachers and students from schools, among others, to share their insights and best practices in implementing the NEP 2020. During the program, the Prime Minister will release the first installment of funds under the PM Shri scheme. These schools will nurture students in a way that they become engaged, productive and contributing citizens for building an equitable, inclusive and plural society as envisaged by NEP 2020. The Prime Minister will also release education and skill curriculum books translated into 12 Indian languages. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India has emerged as a powerful energy conductor for the semiconductor industry of the world today. Inaugurating the Semicon India 2023 conclave in Gandhinagar today, he urged global private players to grab the right opportunity to invest in India's semiconductor industry.
आपने भारत की एस्पिरेशंस के साथ अपने फ्यूचर को जोड़ा है। आपने भारत के सामर्थ्य के साथ अपने सपनों को जोड़ा है और भारत किसी को भी निराश नहीं करता है। 21वीं सदी के भारत में आपके लिए अवसर ही अवसर है। भारत से मिलने वाला डिविडेंड आपके बिजनेस को भी डबल ट्रिपल करने वाला है।
Saying that the foundation of the fourth industrial revolution is related to Indian aspirations, the Prime Minister said a stable, responsible, reform-oriented government and massive talent pool make India a trusted partner in the global supply chain post-pandemic. Reiterating the government's commitment to create a vibrant semiconductor ecosystem, the Prime Minister said the government is giving 50% financial assistance to the technology players who wish to set up semiconductor manufacturing in the country. Both houses of parliament were adjourned for the day following uproar by the opposition parties on the Manipur violence issue. Amid din, the Lok Sabha passed 3 legislations. They are the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Amendment Bill 2023, the National Nursing and Midwifery Commission Bill 2023, and the National Dental Commission Bill 2023. The Indian Institutes of Management Amendment Bill 2023 was introduced in the House. As pandemonium continued, the presiding officer adjourned the House for the day. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar today convened an all-party meeting in his chamber to break the deadlock in the upper house. Leader of the House in Rajya Sabha Piyush Goyal, Congress leader Jairam Ramesh and Pramod Tiwari, NCP leader Vandana Chauhan, BJD MP Sasmit Patra and JDU leader Anil Hegde, among others, attended the meeting. The BJP today criticized the opposition parties for disrupting the proceedings of Parliament, saying that they are creating hurdles in the nation's progress. Addressing media in New Delhi, BJP spokesperson Syed Zafar Islam raised questions over wearing of black attire by the members of the opposition parties in Parliament. He alleged that their deeds and conduct are not appropriate. Union Home Minister Amit Shah flagged off Tamil Nadu BJP President Annamalai's En Mann En Makkal, My Land, My People, the Padyatra in Ramanathapuram district of Tamil Nadu today. The Padyatra is a significant step in the party's preparations for the upcoming 2024 Lok Sabha polls. Mr. Shah also unveiled the Tamil book titled Modi and Naseidhar, highlighting the achievements of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. En Mann En Makkal Padyatra is expected to instill a sense of pride and enthusiasm among the public. This is Akashwani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The Government of India and the Asian Development Bank today signed a $200 million loan for expanding urban services in Rajasthan. The Finance Ministry said this will provide finance for the ongoing projects to expand water supply and sanitation systems and enhance urban resilience. This will improve water supply systems in at least 7 towns by converting all groundwater sources to surface water and by installing 1,400 kilometers of new water supply pipelines. Japanese Foreign Minister Yoshimasa Hayashi has said that India is an indispensable partner to ensure free and open Indo-Pacific. Addressing the India-Japan Forum in New Delhi this morning, Mr. Hayashi said Japan is very keen to work hand-in-hand with India to make its G20 presidency successful. He said to expand the Japan-India bilateral relationship, it is important that both nations promote people-to-people exchange. The Japanese Foreign Minister said cooperation between like-minded countries like India and Japan to counter terrorism is a top priority issue. The Union Public Service Commission UPSC has denied rumours of sabotage in the Assistant Provident Fund Commissioner examination. The examination was conducted on the 2nd of this month. Following the exam, some images of question paper portions were allegedly uploaded on social media, which led to speculations about potential irregularities. The UPSC refuted these claims, stating that by the time the images surfaced on social media, thousands of question papers were already in the hands of all the examinees who appeared for the examination. Additionally, the Commission also uploaded the question papers on its official website. As a result, the UPSC deemed the inputs regarding the alleged sabotage as neither credible nor actionable on their part. Dr. Jeevan Estitial, Chief of the Dr. R.P. Centre, AIIMS, New Delhi, has appealed to people not to panic about the rise in cases of eye flu or conjunctivitis in certain parts of the country, including Delhi NCR, as the cases are self-limiting. Talking to Akashvani News, Dr. Estitial said that it is a viral infection caused by adenovirus, and its common symptoms include redness, itching, excessive tearing and a gritty feeling in the eye. He advised the people suffering from such infections to maintain hand hygiene, wash their eyes and use sunglasses to check the spread of the infection.
These are all adenovirus infection, which is the self-limiting disease. It is just cured itself. Only thing we have to take care is the cleanliness, which may be washing your eyes 3 times a day and washing your hand and face regularly so that infection doesn't get spreaded to other people. This virus spreads by contact, that may be use of a same towel, handkerchief or other devices which commonly people use. It doesn't get transmitted by eye contact. That people have to understand.
Today is World Hepatitis Day. The day is observed every year to encourage international efforts of the public, national and international leaders for a call to action against hepatitis. This year the theme is One Life, One Liver, stressing the importance of a healthy liver to lead a healthy and meaningful life. Hepatitis can arise from damage to the liver from certain viruses such as hepatitis B and hepatitis C, alcohol intake, metabolic disease leading to fat deposition in the liver and certain drugs. The India Meteorological Department, IMD, has forecast an increase in rainfall activity over East India, including Bihar, Jharkhand, Gangetic West Bengal and Odisha from today. Heavy rainfall is likely in these states during the next 3 days. The Weather Office also forecast isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall over the northeastern states during the next 5 days. IMD said light to widespread rainfall with isolated heavy rainfall will continue over Konkan, Goa and Madhya Maharashtra during the next 5 days. Light to moderate rainfall with isolated heavy rainfall is likely over Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi, East Rajasthan and East Uttar Pradesh tomorrow. Key domestic indices today witnessed a negative trend. Both indices declined as the cues from the global stocks were negative. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange closed below 66,200 points. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange ended below the 19,700 level. A report from the business desk.
The Sensex dropped 106 points to finish at 66,160. The Nifty also was down by 13 points to settle at 19,646. In the forex market, the rupee closed at 82 rupees and 24 paise against the US dollar. And in intraday trade, Brent crude was trading at $84.20 per barrel. S. Rangabashyam for Akashvani News.
On to sports, India's Lakshya Sen has made it to the semi-finals of the Japan Open Super 750 badminton tournament in Tokyo today. However, his compatriots H.S. Pranoy and men's doubles pair of Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty bowed out. Sen continued his impressive run, notching up a straight game win over local hope Koki Watanabe, 21-15, 21-19. The reigning Commonwealth Games champion will play 5th seed Indonesian Jonathan Christie in the semis tomorrow morning. In cricket, India will take on West Indies in the second one-day international at Kensington Oval in Barbados tomorrow. The match will start at 7 p.m. Indian time. The visitors had defeated West Indies by 5 wickets in the first ODI. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. National Education Policy 2020 to complete 3 years of implementation. Government plans to include 3 to 8-year-old children in formal education system, says Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon global private players to invest in India's semiconductor industry. Lok Sabha passes 3 bills including Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Amendment Bill. Asian Development Bank to provide $200 million loan for expanding urban services in Rajasthan. Met Department forecast increase in rainfall activity over East India including Bihar, Jharkhand, Gangetic West Bengal and Odisha for next 3 days. And in Japan Open Badminton, Lakshya Sen to clash with Indonesia's Jonathan Christie in men's singles semi-finals tomorrow. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.